Hi, I'm Katie Kemper with slyfoxfabrics, and I'm here today to show you our baby French terry that we got in that went retail yesterday, and this was the French terry from our pre-order. Information is on the screen. It's 87% polyester, 9% rayon, 4% spandex. It's a 210 GSM. The supplier calls it heavy French terry. So it has a nice weight to it. It's perfect for sweatshirts, tops, cardigans, things like that. And it has 50% horizontal stretch, vertical stretch. It stretches a little bit, about 10%, and it is CPSC compliant. The solids are $8.25 a yard, and the heather and two-tone colors are $8.50 a yard. So I just want to show you, I'm going to go through all the colors. First, I'm going to start with solids, and I'm going to go to the heathers and then to the two-tone colors. And there's about, I don't know, 28 or so colors. These are all on our website now for retail, slyfoxfabrics.com. So first I'll show you the ivory. And you'll notice on the picture online, we have the fabrics pulled tight across our mannequin, which is right here in the background. You can see the writing and the black piping behind the ivory French terry on the website. If you pull this tight, which you normally wouldn't do on French terry, you will be able to see through it. But if you wear it as a loose fitting garment, you can't see, you can see a little bit. I don't think it's going to be completely see-through. I know that you're going to ask the question. If you're not familiar with baby French terry, it is a knit fabric. The back has French terry loops that are very small and fine. Hopefully you can see that here on the camera. It creates a very soft fabric. It's perfect for tops, cardigans, joggers, casual loungewear type clothing. So raglans, hoodies, things like that. So here's your ivory. And next, I'm kind of trying to go in color order. We have sand. And this color is, I love this color. It's showing up a little bit dull here. I don't know if I put the light on, if it'll change, but it's a very caramel color. It's really quite beautiful. So that's the sand. Next we have our solid olive, which is a really nice medium olive color. It's quite beautiful. We've had that one for a while. Next is the chambray. Now the chambray is not up for retail yet because we had a little bit of a shortage on it, but we have some more of it coming in. And as soon as it comes in, we'll fulfill the rest of the pre-orders and get the chambray up on the site. This is perfect for men and boys, by the way. Women too, of course, but it is a perfect blue. Also, the royal blue is great. It is showing up a little bit brighter on the screen than it is in person. The colors online are closer, but you know, we have to deal with the lighting that we have. So that's your royal blue solid. Navy is a nice dark navy. It almost looks black, but it is a nice deep navy. Let's see if I can. So that's your navy. And next we have the dusty lavender solid. It's a really pretty lighter purple color. And if you love purple, you're going to love the plum. The plum is a beautiful, nice purple. You see a little thumbs up going across the screen. Magenta is gorgeous. It is really a beautiful color, and we got a lot of this in, so we had a ton of orders for the magenta. So we have a lot of that if you're a magenta lover. Next is the mauve latte. It's a really pretty deep rose color. And then we have maroon. And I'm pretty sure that maroon is the color that matches the Marauders, the, oh my gosh, I just had a blank. What is that movie? Harry Potter. I kept thinking Dirty Harry. Harry Potter Marauder fabric from Joann's. The maroon matches that. If you were looking for a solid to match that fabric, we could ask that question a lot. Burgundy solid. It's a nice, deep, beautiful burgundy color. Also great for men. Let's see. Okay, now next we'll move into the heathers. The heathers are all pretty light toned, and they have this, you know, of course they're not solid. They have this beautiful heather coloring to them, and that's what makes them lighter. Anytime you have something that's heathered, it's going to be lighter than the color. So this is the heather taupe. And next we have heather sage. Hold it up a little bit closer so you can see it. And the heather olive. Now the heather olive, it looks gray, but it's not. It's olive. And I'll show you gray in a minute. We'll hold them up next to each other. If you don't have the gray to compare to it, it can look gray. So this is the heather gray. Now this was not part of the pre-sale or the pre-order. There was not enough in stock to offer it as a pre-order, but I was able to get some in to put up for retail. So there's your heather gray, and here's your heather olive. And you can see just they're very, very close. But the heather olive does have a little bit of an olive tint to it. Again, because it's heathered, it's just a lot lighter than you might expect. Here's the heather teal. It has a little bit of a green tint. I see that it's showing up more with more yellow in it on the screen. So the color online is closer. I was working on that quite a bit yesterday to get those colors, at least on my screen, as close as possible. Here's your heather royal. It's a really pretty brighter blue. And here's the heather blue, which is a little bit darker, and it even has, let's compare them just so you can see them side by side. It even has almost a little bit of a lavender tint to it, but this is the heather blue. This is the heather blue compared to the heather royal. Next up is the heather lavender. And somebody's asking, how is baby French terry different from regular French terry? Baby French terry has really small loops on the back that give it the baby nomenclature. Regular French terry tends to have larger loops, and then you have large loop French terry, which has the big loops. The smaller the loop, the kind of the softer it feels. This is the heather burgundy. And I happen to have this. Here's the solid burgundy compared to the heather burgundy. Okay, heather two-tone. Now the two-tone colors are, they're sort of, or hunter two-tone, I'm sorry. These are, two-tones are a lighter and a darker tone of the same color, where when you have the heathered fabrics, you're mixing white in there with it. These are light, dark, same color. So the two tones, if you're looking for a darker color, you'd want to look at the two tones. This is the hunter green, which some of you noticed was called heather green on your invoices because I made a mistake, but it's hunter green. It's a really beautiful, deep green color. Teal two-tone. There's your teal. It's a little bit, it's more green in person than it is. I see the screen, it's showing it as very blue. Let's see if I hold the blue up. You can see the green in it. It's pretty gorgeous. I'm pretty in love with the two tones. I'm in love with all of them, actually. Here's the denim two-tone. And I love the denim two-tone with the chambray. I'm going to dig the chambray back out and show it to you. I think this would make a really cute raglan sweatshirt where you have sleeves in one color and the body in another color. I could see this on my son. He's got blue eyes. It'd be really pretty on him. I don't know why, but French terry makes me think of boys. It's a good thing I have 4 of them to sew for, or 5 of them actually. Here's the Mauve Latte two-tone. If you'd like to see it next to the Mauve Latte, let's see how they look. Here's the Mauve Latte solid. Here's the Mauve Latte two-tone. So they don't really coordinate well together, just so you know. Okay, so again, Mauve Latte two-tone. And then the Marsala two-tone has it's a pretty reddish tint to it. The Mauve two-tone, now this to me is more red than I would expect from a color called Mauve. So this would actually, you could put this on your boys and your husbands and they would have no idea that the color is actually called Mauve, because it's has a bit of a red cast to it. So here is the Marsala, and here, let's compare these together, and here's the Mauve. So you can see how it's red. It's more of a red. I probably should have renamed that one before we put it up for sale. This is the Charcoal two-tone. It's nice and dark. It's a great neutral color for anything. So we also have black, which I didn't show you. I have it right behind me in my little stack, my stash. Black solid, of course, is just black. But these two would be nice together, the black and the charcoal. So those are your French terries that just went up for pre-order, for retail. They were the pre-order French terries that went up for retail, and we do plan to keep them stocked as long as the colors are available from the supplier. So we have a nice stock of baby French terry colors. There's also spring colors in there, melon and coral, which are right here. These are heathered. This is heather melon. This is not part of the pre-order, but we do have it in stock. It's a really nice, soft, light green. And then this is heather coral. It's a nice, it's a light, crisp, kind of orangey, corally color. So those are all the baby French terries that we have. So thank you so much for joining me today, and have a great week, and I'll see you on Wednesday for our next new stocking fabric reveal.